going to make sure my hands are clean of all bacteria by using an antibacterial from Bath & Body Works. I make sure to do this so that I don't get any bacteria into my makeup and then onto my face, creating more acne or blemishes. Then I'm going to moisturize my lips with an EOS lip balm in the shade Summer Fruit so I can make sure by the time I get to my lips that everything is already nice and smooth. Then I'm going to use a primer from Rimmel called the Fix and Perfect. I've done a review on this product before and I'll make sure to link it in the description box. This is my favorite primer because it is very inexpensive but still effective. So I just rub it onto my face using my hands and I bring it a little bit down to my neck. The point of this tutorial is not to make your skin look amazing or to look like an entirely different person. It's just to emphasize your natural features and also be really quick, so if you're on the go or if you don't want to fuss too much, then this is really easy to do. Now I'm going to take a color correcting concealer. This one is green, which will cancel out the redness on my face, and I'm going to put it onto a sponge. I'm going to take that sponge and then use that to blend it onto my face. Normally I don't use cosmetic sponges, but I use them when I really am in a rush and I need to do things quickly, but it requires a lot of blending. Green concealer can be hard to blend into your skin, so I always use a sponge when I'm going to be using it extensively. Since I'm going for a very fresh face look, I'm not going to be using any foundation. I'm just going to be using color correcting concealers and one specifically for acne so that I can make sure to minimize my imperfections while still looking fresh and natural. This next concealer is Yellow Tone, and yellow toned concealers help minimize the bluish under eye circles or anything else that is purple like bruises. And this will definitely help me look more wide awake and ready for the world. Both these green and yellow concealers are part of Physicians Formula's Concealer Twins. One side will have a cream color while the other side will have a corrective formula, either yellow or green. Whenever possible, try to use products that are made for the eye area, like this one here from Marc called the Please Hold Eye Primer. It's an eye primer and a concealer in one, so I'm going to be using it for the top of my eyelids to create an even canvas. Very often, I'll use this product even when I'm not planning on using any eyeshadows because it helps minimize any discoloration that I may have around my eye area. It is actually better to pat rather than rub around your eye area so you don't create any premature wrinkles. Generally, you should do it slower than I did in this video, but I was in a little bit of a rush, hence the whole point of the tutorial. And then the final concealer is the Marc Save the Day, and this has anti-acne medicine inside the product, which is why I used it only on that one spot because I have a blemish that was forming and I was trying to prevent it. Then I'm going to highlight my face also using a liquid product. This is also from Marc, and I use this because I don't like to combine powders and liquids until the end when I set my makeup, because then I think it creates a weird texture that doesn't look very natural. So I just use the sponge to blend this highlighter onto the top of my cheekbones. Now I'm going to set my makeup using a slightly reflective powder, and this is a beauty powder from MAC called Play It Proper, and it is slightly pink tinted, but it comes off very fine on the cheeks. So I just want to put it all over my face to kind of bring life back to my look and make me look very wide awake and glowing. However, do not use anything that is light reflecting if you have very large pores or if you have oily skin, because as this will make your pores appear larger. Now I'm going to slightly fill in my brows with a brown pencil from Physicians Formula. I really feel this helps frame my face, so I make sure to never miss this step. I usually comb my brows afterwards to make sure the color blends into my natural hair color. The brand of my brush is from Eagle Tools. Pretty much all of the brushes I have are actually from Eagle Tools because I love the brand and they're made from bamboo, so it's very good for the environment. Now I am tight lining the top of my eyes so that I can give my eyes a fuller effect. It'll make the lashes look like there's more of them and that they are closer together. Now I'm going to use a Physicians Formula felt tip liner in the shade brown to line the top of my lashes. And this is just going to be as close to the lash line as possible with a slight wing outward. I like to go back and forth between both eyes to make sure that the lines are even and of the same length. Don't worry if you make any mistakes when lining your eyes, they can always be fixed later, because I clearly just lined the middle of my lid instead of my lashes, so don't worry about if you make mistakes, everybody does. Afterwards, I'm going to use a mascara, also from Physicians Formula, because it has a lot of lengthening properties. It is very, very black, and it makes the lashes look as long as they possibly can. Just make sure to use very wide sweeps because they can clump together. If you want your lashes to have a bigger curl, make sure to curl your lashes beforehand. Oh, my timer ran out. I was supposed to do this in 5 minutes, but it ended up taking 7. Nothing has been edited out of this video and it is all in real time. So anyway, back to the tutorial. If you want longer and fuller lashes, make sure to curl them beforehand with an eyelash curler. That'll definitely bring more of a vavoom to your lashes, but I generally skip this step when I don't have a lot of time. To make my eyes look wider, I always use a white eyeliner on my waterline. This one actually just broke and I didn't have time to sharpen it, so here I am using just the piece of the eyeliner that broke off. Definitely would not recommend that, but the point of this tutorial is that it's supposed to be quick and easy, and this is just how it ended up happening. If the white ends up being too bright, you can just always rub it with your finger to blend it out slightly and make it look a little more natural. Now to finish off, all that's left is my cheeks and my lips. I'm going to be using a pink blush from Physicians Formula. I'm just going to extend it from my iris outward. I always move back and forth between my cheeks to make sure that I get the right amount of color and that everything is matched and even. Once I'm done with my cheeks, I'm going to move on to my lips, and I'm going to use a lip color and a lip gloss combo. I'm going to start with a darker pink from MAC called Angel. I'm going to put that onto my lips. Remember, since you put the lip balm on earlier, your lips are already moisturized. Then afterwards, I'm going to put a light pink gloss on top, and this is the MAC Pro Gloss in the shade Sexy. It's a plumping lip gloss, so it has a kind of shiny quality that makes your lips look fuller. Now there is one step that I forgot to do earlier that I'm going to do now, and I'm going to use a brow gel. This one is from MAC, it's called the Brow Factor, and I like it a lot because it isn't crunchy, and it actually conditions your brows at the same time while keeping them in place. So that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys found it useful, and of course you don't have to use the exact products mentioned, just use anything that is similar and you will have the same look. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check the description box for more information. Bye!